Hello, I am Ashley Summerall Ferguson, and I will be your English Composition 1 teacher at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, Jackson County campus. I just wanted to send you a quick video overview of our course, and the first thing I want to show you is actually how to access our course on Canvas. So let me just show you step by step. The first thing that you're going to do is go to our college website, which is mgccc.edu, and when you get on our website, you're going to click on My Gulf Coast. Give it just a moment. You'll scroll down, and under online classes, you're going to click on Canvas. Now, I know some of you might not have signed up for an online class, which that's fine. You're going to be using Canvas not only for your online classes, but also your classes this semester that are high flex. And we'll get into what high flex means in just a bit. But first, I want to ensure that you know how to get into our course. Okay? So first thing you're going to do is you're going to need to put in your actual student ID. This is your M number, your student identification number that's on your college ID card. I'm going to go ahead and start putting mine in, and I've put mine in enough that it knows my number, and then I'm going to put my password in. Now, likely when you register for classes, you were given a PIN number that you used to sign into web services. If you have not changed that PIN number, this is going to be the same PIN number you use for web services. However, you can change this PIN number to whatever you'd like it to be. I would just encourage you to create a PIN number that will be something you can easily remember, because you're going to be using this PIN number to get into, again, Canvas, web services. So it needs to be something you will not forget, and I would make a note of it. Okay, so I'm going to log in. Okay, sometimes it does this. If it doesn't, just go back. Okay, now we are going to be on our actual dashboard page, and you'll notice this is our dashboard page right here. This just gives a listing of all the courses that you're taking this semester. Okay, now notice mine are a lot of E and G's, because obviously I'm an English teacher, so those are the courses that I have, but you may have an MAT for math. Okay, other courses listed there. Now you can rename your courses. Your classes are probably going to be named like, you know, ENG 1113, and then there might be a digit like 460 or 411 after it. But if you want to rename it, you can rename it. If you just go to the bullets, the three little bullets here, you can click on this and rename them. I renamed these so I would distinguish which course is which more easily for myself. Now, I'm actually doing a video kind of combo for both my Monday, Wednesday, Friday 9 o'clock and my Monday, Wednesday, Friday 11 o'clock classes. But again, y'all are following the same schedule. I'm just going to click on my 9 o'clock, but my 11 o'clock floats, please don't feel like you're being left out. It's the same information. Okay, so I'm going to click on the class. Okay, now you're going to notice when you click on our course, ENG 1113, you're going to be taken to our modules page. I've set that up as our home page. You're going to notice I'm going to have weekly announcements here. Okay, also, this is very important. At the beginning of each week, and I do have our schedule distinguished by weeks, like week 1, I highly encourage you to print out or at least save and have accessible, like on your cell phone or your tablet or computer, these online weekly checklists. You'll notice right here, if you click on this, I already have it open. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what you're going to have. This is a checklist. Now, you'll notice each week you'll have items that are must do, meaning they're mandatory, okay? But you also may have optional assignments, but you don't have optional assignments every week. So don't think you've missed something if you don't have optional assignments for the week. Now you're going to notice in this must do, and again, I would encourage you, print this out and then check off these items or put an X there when you finish them. This week is actually pretty simple. Okay, I want you to get to know Canvas and our course, and also get to know me a bit, how to contact me. So you're going to notice these checklists, they actually match in number to the module numbers, okay? So please make sure you follow these, okay? Now, I know some of you have never used Canvas before, so I would encourage you, if you're not sure how to do certain, actions on Canvas, I have this Canvas navigation student instructions. You may just want to kind of quickly look through these, and you don't have to look through all of them today. It may be, later when you're submitting an online discussion or you're submitting an assignment, you may want to look back at some of these directions, which that's fine. Okay, there is also another route you can go, with learning about Canvas, when you first go to your dashboard, you probably noticed at the very top, it says something about student resources. You can click on that student resources, and I mentioned this in the email that you likely found this video within, that it has several different options within student resources to help you learn how to use Canvas. But I'm hoping this video is going to help you to an extent, as well as these resources at the top of the Canvas page. Now, most importantly, I know you want to get to know me as an instructor as well as what we're going to be doing in the class. So I would encourage you, again, either print out or save my contact information. When you access this, you're going to notice you're going to be given this information about how to find me, okay? You'll notice that I have my office hours right here listed. Y'all are really lucky because I'm going to have Friday as total office hours. I know we're, labeled as a Monday, Wednesday, Friday class, but because of COVID-19 and kind of social distancing restrictions, we are likely going to be meeting Monday, Wednesday, and Friday will be essentially just online coursework that you'll be completing. And we'll talk about the hybrid options in just a moment. All right. And also you have my contact information. These are my email addresses. I always encourage you to try to message me first through Canvas, but if Canvas is down, because network issues can happen, you can email any of these email addresses and they are synced to my phone and I'll see them automatically. As far as my office hours, you're going to notice my office has been relocated because of, again, COVID-19. They want us to social distance with our coworkers, our fellow instructors. So I have a temporary office that's in the STEM building. So you're going to notice I have in yellow where that building is located. It's the very, very back. It's about 2 buildings away from the Learning Resource Center. So we have class right here in the Learning Resource Center, okay? And my old office was located there. And you may sometimes find me in that old office before or after class because I'm still going back and forth to get supplies, okay? But normally speaking, I will be in my new temporary office, which is in the STEM building. And I think it'll be pretty easy for you to remember the numbers because in the STEM building, it's 123. That's my office number. And then in the LRC, the Learning Resources Center, it's 132. So it flips the numbers. So again, try to come and see me during those office hours. And you'll notice I do have an office telephone number. If you ever have questions, you can call. Just make sure when you call, please have especially if you leave a message, have your name, a callback number, and if you know your question, go ahead and have that question ready so I can prepare an answer and get back to you, okay? And again, during my office hours, I'll be able to answer those, but you can always call and leave a message and it'll be sent to my email and I can call you back if it's at a timely manner. All right, well, let's continue on. Okay, probably the most important section, okay, is the syllabus, okay? I'm going to have a second video that overviews this PowerPoint version of the syllabus. You can look for that later, but I want us to look really at these other sections, the online weekly schedule, okay? Now, you're going to notice, you can print this out or you can save it. I have a very detailed schedule of what we're doing. And this kind of lines up with the weekly checklist. It tells you everything that you need to do for the week. And you'll notice we're going week by week. And I do this all the way until the very last week of class, okay? And if you want to, you can just print these out like a page or 2 at a time as we have week 1. Print those out. Week 2, print that out, as well as the checklist. Now, you're going to notice this week, we are meeting on Friday. This will be the only Friday we meet this semester. As far as for the rest of the semester, I know I have the weeks distinguished between Monday to Friday, but we will possibly meet Mondays, Wednesdays, but Fridays will always be online work, okay? Now, I want to also talk about, as far as some other information with the syllabus, methods of evaluation, how I'm going to calculate your grade. And I'll go into that in more detail a little bit later in the slideshow presentation version of the syllabus. These are the assignments that I'm going to essentially grade and how your final grade will be calculated. You are going to learn how to appropriately write in a college environment digitally online. You're going to email an instructor one of your instructors at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College to ensure that you know how to formally write an email to an instructor in a business environment, a professional environment. You also are going to learn how to appropriately post an online discussion, because there is a formal way to do that, and you'll have 2 this semester. Now, you don't have tests in English Composition 1. You have test essays. So your essays are your tests. And you're going to be doing 4 test essays this semester, and those are 11.25% each. We are going to have a professional writing section where you're going to write a cover letter, a resume, as well as a visual resume. And a visual resume, that is essentially a slideshow version of your resume with usually images and photographs. It's kind of a new trend in job hunting. You also will write an APA abstract. APA stands for American Psychological Association, and an abstract is kind of a summary. You're going to read an article on a topic, and then you are going to essentially summarize the content of that article in your abstract. Now, your final, again, is not a test. It will be an essay, and it will have some research, but you'll be working on that for at least about 3 weeks before you submit that assignment. And you'll notice those assignments are going to add up to be 100%, and we use a 10-point grading scale in the language arts department. So you may want to make a note of these upcoming assignments, and you'll see in the daily schedule where that information is. Okay, most important thing probably for many of you, the policies and procedures, okay? And this is the policies and procedures page right here. Now, most importantly, attendance. Okay, so let me explain this very clearly. You have 3 options this semester for attending class, okay? Now, some of these options are going to depend on our class size. Okay, today is Wednesday. We are still having registration at the college, so our class sizes could grow. Okay, so when we come to class on Friday, or if you come to class on Friday, if you choose, we may end up having a very large class. If we have a class over 12, we will be required to split that class into 2 classes, 2 sections. So what we will do is, if we have a large class, okay, we will split the class into 2 and 1 group, and we might call them Team Blue. Team Blue would meet on Mondays, okay? Then the other group would be Team Gold. Team Gold would meet on Wednesdays. So we would split the class, okay, in 2. You would be getting the same curriculum, the same information, but 2 separate days. And then on Fridays, you would be working online, probably on assignments in Canvas, okay? Now, this kind of fits in with the first scenario, your first option. Now, I want to make sure you understand what high flex means. High flex is hybrid flexible. That means this semester at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, you are going to choose which schedule works best for you. The first option, which I mentioned, is that you would physically come to class. If we have a small class, like if it's 12 or less, we would meet Monday and Wednesday if our class is small. Okay, but if our class is large and we have to split into 2 sections, one section would meet on Mondays, the other section would meet on Wednesdays. And then Friday, whether we have to split the class or not, that would be online work. Okay, so if you come to class, that's great and wonderful. I know some of you need to be in class physically to comprehend the information. Just make sure you wear a mask. That's going to be required. I'm going to be wearing a mask, and then while I'm teaching, I'll wear a shield, and then I will put the mask back on if I get in close contact with you, and we will be socially distanced. Second option, okay? Some of you do not want to come on campus. You want to take this class online. That's fine. You can completely take this course online in the same manner my online students take Comp 1. Now, you have a third option. This is the really flexible one. You can come to class sometimes. If we have a small class and we meet Mondays and Wednesdays, you can come some Mondays, some Wednesdays. If we have a large class and we split, you're either going to be Team Blue or Team Gold, and then you can decide, okay, I'm going to come on Mondays or I'm going to come on Wednesdays. But then if you need to miss, I know sometimes family, jobs get in the way of attending class, that's fine. You're not penalized. You will essentially do work online to make up for that absence. And we're really not taking absences traditionally this semester. It's all about participation. You need to participate in the class. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking that you're involved in the class, you're active, you're reading the assignments, you're watching the videos, you're submitting the assignments in a timely manner. Now, that's all I really want to mention as far as with the policies right now. I'm going to elaborate on that later with the syllabus version in PowerPoint, but it's been a pleasure to meet you. I hope this video kind of introduces the course so you're not as hesitant about coming into a college class. But if you have questions, please ask. Thank you very much.